Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Tulkas Plays Pokemon Platinum. You may notice that we have a few differences to the team since the last time we left off. I made a real bad error, and when we finished up our last episode, I forgot to save before closing out of the game. So, since that point, I've logged back in and I've tried to catch us up basically to where we were. Our Badoo and our Shinx have switched genders. Sprout is now a girl, and Nala has become Simba. I'm perfectly okay with this. I hope it doesn't bother anybody. It was going to be nigh on impossible to exactly replicate the last episode, but surprisingly, Badoo was still the big hero in the rival battle. Wasn't really expecting that to happen, but Badoo was still kind of amazing, so Badoo might be a more permanent member of the team. We're going to try to get a couple trainer battles in, and there's a cave up ahead we want to get through today in the episode. While we're kind of getting things started, I want to thank everybody for coming out today. I really appreciate the support we've been getting. You may notice, if you've been watching the series on the channel pretty regularly, that there was not an upload yesterday. And that's because of the recent developments in our Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. If you haven't seen what happened, do go check it out. That's episode 7. So I have been working on a new series that hopefully will be coming to the channel very soon. And as always, if you like the content, do drop a like. If you have any suggestions for anything in the future, by all means, go ahead and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think you'd like to see on the channel. And if you really enjoy the content and want to see more in the future, go ahead and subscribe. That way you get notified every time a new episode gets uploaded. Oh, that's a very not good thing. So we have attacked it, unfortunately, during the bite and got a critical hit. So I basically have to kill this thing. I miscounted the turns. Almost got Caesar knocked out. Very glad this is not a Nuzlocke. I thought I had a turn left. Miscounted while I was talking. That's one of the things I really took for granted. I've watched a lot of YouTube. Fun fact, my wife and I actually don't have regular television. We have a Sling account. And we watch YouTube. And that's pretty much all of our media input. So I've watched a lot of YouTube videos, especially over the last several years since we've been married. And I always took for granted that it was easy to play games and do commentary at the same time. It is absolutely not. I am still trying to get my feet under me to do it. It's trying to focus on two different things. You're trying to do good gameplay, that way people can hopefully learn something, or at the very least it's engaging, but you're also trying to have engaging conversation, be charismatic, make people enjoy the video, and it's not easy. So hats off to everybody who's been doing YouTube for a long time. I don't know how you do it. Alright, well, we did make it through the battle without losing anybody. That's semi-impressive. Because by all means, Caesar really should have been killed by my negligence. I have been getting a little bit of feedback on the series, and I appreciate everyone who has left a comment. In light of that, you may notice some new things happening in the future. Thought that was going to be a battle. I'm going to start cutting out trips back to the Pokemon Center. I think some of the drudgery is probably not as exciting as it could be, so I'll join you back in just a second where we left off. Alright, we made it back, got the team all healed up and ready to press on. Get into a few more fights. I need to get Lisa out in front. Is she? Need to make sure she is, because she's going to be a while in the making. Yeah, she's out there soaking up experience on the switch training. Who do we want to take over here? Yeah, this is probably not going to work out long term, and we're going to be splitting the experience 3 ways, but at least everybody will get a little bit. Some of you might have noticed, if you've been watching the series a little bit, I have a terrible habit of I do a clicking noise with my tongue. I have recently discovered something called ASMR on YouTube, and it is strange, and I don't quite know how I feel about it, but it is very relaxing sometimes. Especially there's one lady who does it, Gibi, G-I-B-I. I'll try to remember, I might stick a link in the description. She does really common videos, like it's just sounds and, you know, quiet talking, and it's a great way to relax. Like I thought it was weird the first time I saw it, but after I gave it a chance, it actually turns out that it was really nice. Which I think is the way with a lot of things. A lot of times, I guess as humans, we're really quick to judge things that we really don't know about. Or at least I am. And you think on the surface that it looks strange or it's different from anything that you personally have had before or do. But a lot of times if you'll open yourself up and give something a chance, you might really enjoy it. It looks like it. No. It looks like there should be an item there. I don't know why, but I feel like there should. ONF is damaged a little bit, but I don't think he's necessary for every battle. So we'll hang together for a minute and let the rest of the team pick up the slack. I think this is the first Machop we've seen. So Amelia seems to be like the best choice overall. I'll be really happy when she picks up a flying move. Oh, is Starly part normal? Usually these low or starter bird Pokemon are. Well, it was at least neutral damage, so the flying must neutralize it. Not as bad as it could be for sure. Yeah, we can survive another one of those. And with quick attack, we should be able to take them out if we don't get it. We got a lucky crit. Look at that. RNG's on our side tonight. Racking up levels. Amelia's caught up to Caesar. Looking bright. And look, picks up a flying move right as I mention it. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. I promise it's an illusion, I don't. Sometimes I get really lucky and stuff works out. Alright, I'm going to run back to the Pokemon Center. I will be right back. Welcome back, guys. I was running back from the Pokemon Center. I thought this was a non-trainer NPC, but she caught me. So we're in a battle. Bidoof. Bidoof is just... It's the thing about it is like there are Pokemon that I can work up a real dislike for, and Bidoof is not one of them. It makes me so apathetic to its whole existence. Bidoof is like some of the girls you date in college, like just so basic, like everyone else. They blend together and they really don't have anything that makes them stand out to you. Just very bland. And it's the reason why a relationship would never work, because you don't want to be married to Tapioca pudding. And Bidoof is absolutely the Tapioca pudding of Pokemon. I'm sure some people like Tapioca. Bidoof will find someone. Maybe a Rattata, maybe a Pidgey. But it's just not for me. I want something with a little more oomph to it. I'm trying to watch myself and not do the clicking noise now. I'm really super self-conscious about it. We did it again. We've got a cave coming up here, and we will run into one of my favorite Pokemon, which is the most sarcastic thing I might have ever said on a video. I would not be sad if they took Zubat out of the game. This trainer has, I think, 4 Pokemon. That's more than most random trainers that you run up against. I do, yeah, it's kind of the thing. I understand why they do it, and I'm a little torn on how I feel about it. Like, you could add more trainers that had 5 and 6 Pokemon and had more balanced teams. But then each fight becomes sort of the slog you have to get through, a really difficult battle. When, you know, a lot of times people just want to play and have a good time, and nobody's really interested in having to build, you know, super good team comp and always be on alert for trainers that are going to be difficult to fight. Because I don't know anyone that really has a lot of difficulty getting through most NPCs. Gym leaders you expect to be a little tougher, rival battles you expect to be fairly difficult, but I don't think anybody really dreads going into an NPC battle. And why would you want to, really? The more I think about it, this is, depending on how quickly you want to play it, can be a several dozen hour RPG. Maybe it is better they're a little more quick and easy, as opposed to having to slog through each battle with 5 and 6 Pokemon. Especially if they're going to be a couple levels below you. And I guess they would be even more than that, because you usually end up a little bit over leveled just from doing trainer battles. Much less if they had even more Pokemon to experience sponge off of. Well, we've reached the cave. You a trainer? Yeah, you're a trainer. Only one Pokemon, so this may be not terrible. Looks like a good job for Badoo. Of course, we've got Lisa gonna steal half the experience for doing none of the work. But I expect you to make it up, little lady, when you become a Gyarados. Psyduck is such a sad and weird Pokemon. Just constantly afflicted with a headache. And the thing is, in like RL, I really like ducks. I think they're a very nice animal. They range anywhere, depending on what species they are, to being cute, to being kind of actually, regal, I guess is a good word for it. This poor thing, it just runs around with its eyes rolled back in its head, constantly in agonizing pain. Can you do this, Sprout? I think you can. Survive an attack, and I think you're okay. Yeah, you're okay. Should get a decent bit of experience off of this. A couple levels higher. 67 seems good. Got Lisa up a level. And got Sprout up a level. Lovely. Learned an entirely useless move. Because really, you don't run into fire Pokemon that often. I've got a wild encounter. Not something new. I actually don't think there is anything else new until we get well inside the cave. Can a Magikarp run away from a Starly? Yes. Alright guys, one more trip back before we take on the cave, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Made one last run before we enter the cave. Now I'm actually going to take Lisa from out in front of the party, just while we're running into so many wild Pokemon inside the cave. Actually, well, no, Leech Life could be a problem. Yeah, Caesar, you have it. And then if we get in front of a trainer and we know we're about to have a battle, well, like we immediately are, we'll put Lisa back in front. Yeah, there you go. Oh, wait, do you not want to fight? Did you just want to give me a gift? How kind. Thank you very much. It is a useless battle move, but I think it will be fairly useful in getting around the overworld. We're going to turn down a free HM. I guess they're all free, you never buy one, but didn't even make me fight for it. The swapping Lisa thing is not working so well. There you go, you can just stay up front unless you faint, Lisa. Come on, Curtis, show me what you got. Got a level 7 Starly. Is that any match for my level 7 Magikarp? The answer is yes. This is more than a match, that's why I'm switching out. I want Simba to get a few levels going on, but he does not know an electrical attack right now. The Intimidate's always helpful though. It's the best one, the best ability that Shinx can get. The other one that Shinx can get is called Rivalry, which means that when it's in a fight with a Pokemon of the same Simba, don't do that. When it's in a fight with another Pokemon of the same gender, for example Simba being a male, this Starly being a male, it would be getting an attack bonus. So instead of cutting the opponent's attack, it would be buffing itself. I know I had to switch Simba into an attack, but that miss, I feel like we could have easily, yeah, definitely won this fight. You know, we're not having any like serious rules going on here, and I want him to get some experience, so we're just going to use an item. There's not like any danger we were going to lose this fight anyway. They make a really, really annoying sound when they get down to critical health. It just grates. It is like nails on chalkboard. And I don't know what purpose that is supposed to serve. Because Pokemon, by and large, at least in my personal opinion, has a nice soundtrack, and I like to play with the sound on. But that is a sound that I hate. It's a good incentive to not let your Pokemon get low on health. I'm actually going to let Caesar take this. Oh yeah, it must be a Shinx thing. They just miss sometimes. And Simba got a level. Potion worth it. Actually, I don't know that they would have got any different amount of experience, but I'm okay with that. As soon as I don't switch Lisa. Oh wow! Well, hello Psyduck. How would you like to be trapped in a tiny little technologically advanced capsule? We call it a Pokeball. Why am I going into fight with a Magikarp? You can't do anything. Meet my Badoo. Oh, Badoo's got poison point. Clap, clap. Little head flowers. Every time I see it, it somehow surprises me. Yeah, let me do some water sport. Like that'll really win the day for us. I've said it before, and I'll say it again before the end of my life, I'm sure. Pokemon is best not thought about too much. Like a move like Absorb, deeply disturbing. What is it? Are you just sucking the life out of them? Is it just their life energy? Is it part of their soul? Is it a game for children and I'm overthinking it? That's the one. Overwhelmed by enigmatic abilities, it suffers a constant headache. It sometimes uses mysterious powers, like taking Tylenol. You look like Manuel. I think that's how you spell Manuel. We'll know. The cave was a lot shorter than I expected. There's actually a floor we'll be back to after we beat the next gym. But I think this will make for a pretty decent episode. Make it into the next town, get everything set up. Switch train Lisa a little bit more. Yeah, you haven't had to fight in a while, Amelia. Get out there. I'm still finding a hard time getting an F into fights. It just doesn't have any type advantages, and it doesn't have any incentive to use it much. Now Amelia is going to kind of be taking a back seat in the upcoming gym, unfortunately, as it almost always has been. The first gym is a rock type gym. I don't know who made that decision, and I don't know why it stuck around this long, but it is. So Amelia's going to have to kind of let someone else take the lead, and I think Sprout's going to be a big part of this. I don't know, the Psyduck could even be useful if it learns a water move. Oh, get nabbed. Take me to the Pokemon gym. Clearly what I wanted to do anyway. Oh god, Barry's here. No dude, if you could just pretend like we were talking. What do you mean I should go? Oh, I mean, I guess, yeah, we are friends. If I have to, I'll talk to him. Yeah, I got here, Barry. Oh, you don't say. He's not here. Okay. Yeah, I'll go run off to a coal mine, because that's a great place for a child. Alright, guys. Before Barry sticks us in a coal mine to get the black lung, I want to thank everybody for coming out today. Really appreciate the support on the series. I try to say it a lot because I mean it a lot. It still blows my mind that I put out videos of me playing video games and there are a few people who want to watch them. So I do thank you for your time. Alright guys, the next time we come back we've got a gym here to beat. If we can track down the gym leader, I'm sure there's some new Pokemon nearby that we can add to the team. I'm going to go ahead and do something on camera to make sure that I don't mess it up this time. A lot of data. That's taking a minute. Alright guys, I won't make you sit through all of this. Until we meet again, I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless you all. Bye bye.